So, good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to apologize for not being able to attend it live, as due to time zone differences, I unfortunately cannot attend this particular session. So, I am Tyler, and I will be presenting the position paper that I've written called Next Generation Virtual Environment Training in Cybersecurity in Maritime Logistics Industry, a position paper. So before we move on, this is the table of contents. So the first part will be the introduction. We will talk about the problem analysis, gap statement, interpretation, and justifications. Then the second part will be quantitative or qualitative research. Third part will be target user research, and we'll move on to the project and syllabus design philosophy, then the experimentation, and the ending notes and references after that. So, we believe training needs an update. So, a bit of background. Inbound Logistics by Zoometry mentioned that 55% of transportation leaders worry a great deal or some about cyber risk. KPMG as well mentioned that almost 70 million cyber attacks occur every week, and in 2018 it cost $600 billion globally. The company suggested a few threats such as malware, insider threats, and human error being the culprits. So factors behind security incidents could vary, but the more prominent ones are usually caused by a few factors. So security incidents usually caused by a few factors, as you can see here. Social engineering, mainly phishing, lack of security awareness and training, insider threats, and malware. So in all these factors, it can be concluded that human error is a key component in the cause of security incidents. So we must understand that mistakes happen and error occurs. So with adequate training, we believe we can significantly reduce its risk. So this is the gap statement. So cybersecurity breaches of 2023 statistics by the UK government indicated that most common type of breaches and attack is phishing. So there is a lack of awareness and training on maritime cybersecurity among the employees for identifying and responding to cyber threats. Then gamification has been used for studies for other sectors in maritime training and some cybersecurity training, but not combined. So in this case, we figured that the gap is since there is no combination of these areas or these fields coming together to do something, where there's the gap. So some research analysis show here, which is Tam and Jones in 2018 mentions that maritime needs a new approach to short-term training as it is training other industries in critical nation infrastructure securities, and it's important to update the trainings. And Tam and Jones 2019 mentioned that maritime is a significant part of the modern world that is quickly embracing technology and cyber attacks loom over the process. So training can help with awareness. So Tom and Hopcroft in 2021 identified that cyber awareness is slow as one of its key challenges in the maritime sector. Move to a more digitized and fully autonomous operation. So Tom and Hopcroft 2023 recommended a human-centric design approach for instructors to develop the training upon. So Cheng in 2021 mentioned that virtual environment trainings prove positive in skill transfer to real life scenarios while being cost effective. So all of these, in summary, has mentioned that maritime cybersecurity needs a update on their training for cybersecurity and cyber awareness is low in most of the places, and there's recommendation for a HCD approach and with the use of virtual environments being proven that skill transfer to real life scenarios are prominent and cost effective enough to implement. So the interpretation for this particular stuff is maritime skill development needs training for cybersecurity awareness. virtual environments training for cybersecurity awareness using current technology. So we can use current technology to develop such stuff already. We do not need to wait further. So the next one is being able to anticipate future problems and evolve accordingly. So if we have a virtual environment that's built on current technology, together with the next generation technology, we can anticipate future problems and allow the platform to evolve accordingly. And the last one would be that gamification can provide positive impact on training. So with the platform design with gamification in mind, it could provide a positive impact on the trainings. So the justification on gamifications are as such. So on the left, there's a table. I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm pretty sure this is a video. I think there's supposed to be a YouTube link for this, so you can pause and look at it. So the table consistently mentioned gamification can enhance learning motivation and engagement in training, especially with high-risk tasks. So in the chart here for the projected 5-year growth, as the 5-year growth rate of game-based learning system is projected to increase, gamification could be well suited to be used in maritime cybersecurity awareness training for logistic industry due to the fact that more and more countries or more and more regions are using it. So the first thing for the proposal or the positioning paper, um, for this project, what do we want? So do we go for qualitative research or quantitative research? So in this case, there's two questions. What aspect do we test on? And the second is what our metrics should look like. So these are the core alignments that the paper has to have or the project has to have so we can have a proper goal of the research. So the target user research has been done. So Binwu 2021's paper concluded from his survey, an average age of a Chinese seafarer being 38.8. So in this case, because the paper came from China, we found out that in the Chinese seafarer mean age is 38. Sorry, average age of the Chinese seafarer is 38.83. So with that in mind, they may have different engagement levels and requirements compared to a younger audience that we have to take account into. So this comes next, where in 2024 Trends Challenge and Opportunity in the EU transport labour market study by the European Parliament predict that there will be more educated workers as the maritime industry is moving towards automation and digitization. So in this case, there are more educated workers, they are younger, that has to enter the market. So in this case, their engagement level and their requirements can be a bit different compared to the average age right now. So in this case, the syllabus design and philosophy can help with engagement, evaluation, and entertainment. So the first one would be engagement. So engagement helps in improving information retention by increasing the user's attention towards the subject. So the evaluation is with appropriate evaluations, users and instructors can track learning progress and focus on improving weak points. Entertainment. So fun is one of the major factors behind engagement, and with entertaining and informative training programs, it has more potential to be effective. So now we come to the experimentation. So after the development of the virtual environment training program, we can then start to experiment to test the efficacy of the training program based on the metrics and explore the hypothesis that we made. So before that, we should apply an ethical approval and design our experiments and metrics. So the experiment should include a training period, a quantifiable test based on designated metrics, and a feedback survey and a retest survey. So that will be the presentation. So this presentation is mostly mostly serve as the position paper for the project that I am pursuing currently. So there will be some parts that I believe you guys have some questions on. So unfortunately, I have to apologize. I cannot answer it directly here. So yes. So, guys, thank you. Thank you for giving me the ability and the chance to be here. And yes, that's it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.